This video is on naming aldehydes. So the functional group in an aldehyde is called a carbonyl group. This is anytime you have a C double bonded to O. It's the same functional group in ketones. The difference is an aldehyde has that functional group on an end carbon. So if you have this, here's whatever your length chain is of carbons. Here's your end carbon. You know it's an end carbon because it has an H, double bonded to O, so it's only bonded to one other carbon. So when you're naming your aldehydes, you need to identify the longest chain that has that carbonyl group in it. You number the carbons, so the carbonyl group is always number 1. So you don't have to say where it is in this name because it's always on the first site and because it's always on the end. So you locate and identify the branch groups. You do them alphabetically just like before, and you use those prefixes di, tri, etc. if you have more than one. After you identify the name, number, and location of each branch, then you use the alkane name. And you change the E at the end to Al. So be careful because OL, remember, is a hydroxyl or alcohol. Al is an aldehyde. So I always think Al for aldehyde because it starts with Al. So let's do a few examples. So in this first one, I have an N carbon. Well, I only have one carbon. So if I have one carbon, it's methane. And with an aldehyde, I just drop the E and I write meth. And instead of an E, I write al. So methanal. All right, this next one is has two carbons. So I have ethane. So then here I just drop the E and I write Al, so ethanal. This last one, I have 3 carbons. I have, always on an end one. So this is propane, so propanal. So aldehydes end in Al. Carbonyl groups always on an end carbon.